Hey guys, it's Danny Bell. Today we are back on our Wintercore island of Polarbelle, and we're going to be creating this beautiful build for our newest villager, Freya. I cannot wait to share this with you guys, so let's jump in and get going on this build. I can't wait to build this space together. How are y'all doing today? I am so excited. I've already had 2 cups of coffee, so I'm ready to go. And yeah, really excited to turn this space into a new section of our island. We've been slowly but surely working on Polarbelle. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. You all truly, truly mean the world to me. I really do have the best subscribers in the world. So what we're going to be doing for today, we're going to first of all get our island designer app going, speed things up, and let's create this space. We're going to start today's build with just doing a little bit of terraforming. I tried as best I could to keep the rivers fairly natural on this island. I have shaped them a little bit with the terraforming tool, and we're going to kind of create a little walkway. Now I did actually have several of you message me and ask, just curious about how I create some of the background spaces on the island. So for this particular build, I'm going to go ahead and share this piece of terraforming. Usually I've been doing these things sort of behind the scenes, but hey, terraforming is for sure a learning curve for all of us, and I'm happy to help any of the friends in our community as best I can because I'm super excited. I've been hearing from a lot of you that you're new to the community, and I just want to formally welcome you, and you are in for a treat playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. It really is such a fun and relaxing game. It's just the type of space that I think is perfect for creative minds, and it's just been a pleasure being able to share everyone's creativity, bouncing off ideas from each other, and I think that's really important in our community, just helping each other as friends and sharing designs and ideas. That's what our friendship here in the Animal Crossing community is all about. So we're gonna go ahead, I put down some custom pathing. I really love this frozen pond pathing, and I will go ahead and put the codes for all of these patterns in the description of the video for you guys so that if you're looking for something like this to take back to use on your islands, you'll have it readily available. So once we get this down, I'm basically placing a lot of items. I do use real trees with a mix of some of the placeable trees in the game. I really think that having some of these placeable tree items like this pine tree and then of course the dormant volcano along with some of the wheat field item, it just is a really great space filler. So if you're newer to the game, try to get your hands on those items as quickly as you can. And while we're doing this, I'm also kind of intermittently placing some real trees in between. Now the real trees, you have to be careful with the spacing. You sort of have to have a 3x3 square area to place them in and have squares all the way around empty to place another real tree. So that's why I said having the placeable items like these huge placeable trees, the decayed tree is another really great item that we are going to be using a lot on this island to fill in spaces like this. So that's sort of the key as far as how I create some of these spaces. A lot of it is sort of perspective as well. So depending on how far away you want the build to look, you can sort of adjust accordingly how you want it to look behind your build. But that's sort of the gist of it. I hope that's helpful to all of you. We're gonna go ahead and place Freya's house. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next day so that we can see it. Yes, love this. Okay, so I did recustomize her house. I kind of liked her house before. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I liked her original house, truthfully, but since we are doing more of a rustic, natural sort of island, I kind of wanted to keep a lot of the houses on theme, either making them log cabins or sort of, if you missed some of the last build videos, we actually did a super cute penguin neighborhood for some of our penguin villagers, and we sort of recustomized their houses to look a little bit like igloos, I guess, with the triangular pointy roof. I think it came together pretty nicely. So if you missed those videos and you're newer to the channel, please check them out if you're looking for some more winter ideas, because winter is going by fast, y'all. I can't even believe it. I think we only have, like, in Animal Crossing, maybe 3 more weeks left of winter, if that. So I am hustling as fast as I can to try to get a lot of these spaces done for us on the channel to conclude Polarbelle before spring starts. Okay, went ahead and added some more custom design pathing. The pathing really takes a long time, and so just to kind of save a little bit of time in the video, I went ahead and laid this down. It's a really fantastic path. You can see it's very natural looking. It's a dirt path. It sort of has a faded look to it, which is perfect for the winter season. So like I said, I will put the custom design codes for all of these paths, including the cute little snowy rocks and the brick path over there in the back by the house, in the description of the video so that you can find it for yourselves if you are looking for something like that. Now, okay, so one of the things I've started doing as I'm creating islands is I've started using in-game pathing, like this dirt path here, to mark out where I'll be placing the trees. You for sure don't have to do that if it's not your thing. I only do it because for me it definitely helps kind of organize my thoughts and gives me an idea space-wise of how much space I have, how many squares in between the actual real trees. I do think it's a lot easier when you're doing a natural type of island to kind of plan out where you're going to be putting your natural trees first in a build, just because since they do take up so much space, want to make sure that you can get all those trees packed in because they really are lovely. I mean, look at the cute little snow on the trees. It's precious. I can't even. It makes me smile every time I see it. And I know that the holidays are past and all of the cute, beautiful colored lights that Isabel placed on some of the trees are gone, but I really still love the snow. It's a nice touch. I'm really happy that Nintendo put that kind of thought and detail into the game when they made it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more things. I have this storage shed over here handy. I do find it helpful to be able to carry that sometimes in my pockets along with a workbench and usually a trash can, because if you're like me, I have these very brambly spots on my islands where I sort of hoard all of my trees that I'm growing, all of the flowers that are populating and multiplying as we're kind of working through the gameplay and decorating the island. So I sort of keep it all in one corner, and then every time I need a tree, I can usually get a full-grown tree pretty easily from that space. I do like doing the builds with the full-grown trees. I know that it's different for everybody, but I find it helpful because as the trees grow, sometimes if there's not an adequate amount of squares, it will stunt the growth of the tree. So I find it to be really helpful to just work when I'm doing builds with the full-grown trees. All right, let's go ahead and place some of the wheat field item. I love this. We're using this in the pale green color. I think the aesthetic is perfect for this time of year. The wheat field item, if you're not familiar, has 3 different color tonations that you can choose to customize them in, and I just think the pale green is perfect for this season in Animal Crossing, so we're going to be using a ton of that on the island. I've tried, for the most part, to keep the flower color palette pretty much the same. It's mostly white flowers with purples and a few blues. I did opt to do pink flowers over here for Freya's house because she's such a cute pink fox, and oh my gosh, I guess she's technically a wolf, but she's my favorite, one of my favorite villagers so far in the game, and yeah, I wanted to definitely show her some love with all the pink items. All right, so let's place a few items. I kind of thought it would be fun to create a little candle shop for her. I know that's a little different. If you missed the last series on the channel, we did a realistic city core island. So if you're looking for a realistic city core type of builds, please check out the Honeybell playlist. There's tons of ideas in that. For this island, it's a little bit different. It's mostly natural, so I found that for most of the villager yards and areas, I'm using a lot of bushes and trees, some items, but mostly things that are natural looking. And I still wanted to do a few builds where I'm basically giving the villagers little jobs, and I thought, you know what? Freya is perfect to run a candle shop. She's snooty type, but she's also really sweet. We're just basically going to give her like a Serenity by Jan sort of vibe. If you guys are Office fans, I really love that episode. It's like one of my top 10 faves. But yeah, really excited with how this one came together. We used this wide display case that is beautifully illuminated at night, and then using a ton of the different candle items in the game, placing them inside of these covered countertops. I think they're called covered countertops, and then using this super cute custom designed candle sign that I found in the portal. Yeah, just really like the girliness of this build. Love the pops of pink. I think it's convincingly a candle shop. I wanted it to be a little bit low-key. When we did our city core island, there was a lot of faux buildings and things like that we constructed on the island, which I was really thrilled with how that came together. But when you're doing a natural island, it can be really difficult to try to incorporate buildings and stores and things like that into the designs that you're creating for a natural island. So I just kind of wanted to do that for her, add a little something. It's definitely going to be more of a boutique vibe for sure. All right, let's pop inside because I did redecorate her interior. Hi, Freya. Oh my gosh, how cute is she? I love her color. She's just so cute. She is a really pretty villager and just kind of gave her the vibe of this little boutique. I feel bad. She really doesn't have a whole lot of places to lounge. She does have this little chair because I don't expect her to stand 24/7. But yeah, most of the other villager houses on the island are sort of more cozy, like a little cabin, an actual like living type of space. But since she's running a candle shop, I thought it would be fun to sort of create more of a store vibe in her little space. And I'm pretty happy with how it came together. We used an accent wall and used some candles with some of the countertops over there in the back, the 2 different sized countertops, layering them to sort of create a step effect to place all of the candle items for sale. Using this little clay furnace I think is perfect just to kind of give her the concept of this is where she does her handicrafts and where all of the candle creating takes place in her house. But yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy with how this one came together, and I hope that this video brought you some stellar ideas on what you can do on your islands. It just goes to show that you can really take a smaller space on your island and turn it into something kind of relaxing and cute for a villager. I think that Freya has been a really nice addition to the island, and I'm really thrilled that we found her on the last villager hunt. Yes, love it. Let's take one more peek outside as we wrap up for the day. Like I said, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for all of your kind comments. It really truly does mean the world to me. If you are not a subscriber, consider subscribing if you enjoy this type of content. We do lots of different build videos and island tours. In fact, we do have more subscriber island tours coming up on the channel. I'm so excited to showcase all of your amazing designs and talents. Just as a reminder, you can find me on Instagram at Peppy Crossing Play, so please pop over there, give me a follow, and don't forget to hit the bell so that when I post new video content here on YouTube, you'll get a notification to keep up on Polarbelle as we wrap everything up here in the next couple weeks. I'm really excited because I'm coming up with a few ideas on what we can do for the next island here in the springtime. I have a feeling we'll probably play around on that island kind of through the summer, and really looking forward to it. So if you have some ideas on what you would like to see potentially for the next island theme, leave me a comment or message me on Instagram. Thank you again so much for watching. Wishing y'all an amazing day. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.